Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Chucker TV and the Grand Champions Polo Club here on this magnificent Monday. We are getting ready to get geared up for game number 2 in the Sieber Memorial, and we've got two 12-goal teams in front of us with Newport in blue with Gene Goldstein, Milo Dorniak, Michelle Dorniak, and Nick Manifold. 12-goal team taking on Santa Rita with Finn Segunda at number 1, Dylan Bacon playing number 2, Nacho Figueres at number 3, and Juan Bellini, the man in the pink helmet, playing number 4. The ball's in play, and we're underway, and there is Milo Dorniak. Takes a stab at that ball. Nacho Figueres gets a little piece of it as well. He's going to break downfield. Here is Juan Bellini. He's bringing the ball forward, trying to find some room to work. And Nick Manifold going to stay with him. Nick Manifold and Finn Segunda comes out of there as well. And a near side back shot by Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon, however, who's there to turn the ball around but Nacho Figueres. Nacho takes the ball across the field. Nacho still on the ball. It's broken up there by Dylan Bacon, and a nice neck shot out to Gene Goldstein by Nick Manifold. Gene Goldstein on the runaway. Here he goes, going down the field. Juan Bellini's going back as well as Nacho Figueres. Gene Goldstein with a nice neck shot. Over towards the center of the goal. Gene Goldstein with another neck shot just wide of that goal. What a nice run by Gene Goldstein. First run of the day by either team here early in the first period of play. Juan Bellini's going to bring the ball in off the back line. First knock in for the Santa Rita squad this morning here at the beautiful Santa Rita Polo Farm. So here is Milo Dorniak. Brings the ball out. He's still got room to work. Paquito de Narvaez comes in there as well. A little bit of a cluster of players over here early in this first period. Michelle Dorniak, we're working the ball on the offside, now the near side. Nacho Figueres gets a hook on him, and Milo Dorniak sends the ball back up to Michelle. But Gene Goldstein's going to be there. Gene Goldstein going in for a back shot in the far corner. And he was there, but Michelle Dorniak takes a shot on goal and puts it right on through for the first score of the day. Less than a little over 1 minute for the first goal from the field for the Newport team, leading 1-0. So all 8 players coming back on the far side of the field. Marcos Zanetti, Frankie Ayala, the 2 mounted officials in this morning's game. And Marcos Zanetti will line the players up on the far side. The ball's back on the ground, given back to the players. Michelle Dorniak winning that bowl in. Michelle looking for a run down the field, and Nacho Figueres hangs back. However, there is Dylan Bacon in hot pursuit. Gene Goldstein's down front. What a nice pass by Michelle to Gene Goldstein. Gene Goldstein, a shot on goal. It's off to the right. Can he get it back? No, that ball is going to travel back over the end line on the right-hand side. So we will have another knock-in by Santa Rita. Juan Bellini doing the services for the knock-ins for the Santa Rita squad. Umpire calls play. Juan Bellini going to take it across goal. Nacho Figueres is going to go upfield, but Bellini elects to send it over to the center for Dylan Bacon. However, Dylan Bacon is beat there by Milo Dorniak. A centering shot for Milo. Michelle's going to come in and intercept that pass. Michelle with a shot on goal, 6-goal player. Another one just off target right there to the left-hand side of the left goal post. So the Flaggers staying busy down at that end of the field thus far. So once again, Juan Bellini elects to take it to the right-hand side so nobody else can cross that line and have a play. Nacho Figueres this time is going to drop in behind. Juan Bellini taking it down along the boards, being marked by Michelle Dorniak. Or Gene Goldstein, excuse me. Bellini still with the ball, leaves it for Figueres. Figueres, he's going to send one downfield in a nice drive downfield. However, nobody there but Nick Manifold. Can Finn Segunda get there? Nope. And here comes Michelle. Oh, and a nice bump by Nacho Figueres. However, Newport still on the ball. Newport still on the ball. A nice shot downfield by Milo Dorniak. Milo Dorniak to Nick Manifold, and a tough break right there. as we are going to have our first change of possession play. The ball is over the boards, and at this time we will do our first courtesy horse change of the day. And just a little breakdown here of the Sieber Memorial. 4 teams entered in the Sieber Memorial 12 Gold Tournament, with Dundas, Santa Rita, who we are watching in the purple jerseys out in front of us right now. Newport, who is in the blue jerseys out in front of us right now. And, of course, the 4-team Barbosa Leather 12 Gold team. And so we'll go over Dundas. With Dundas is an 11 Gold team, and they have won their first game against Santa Rita. Dundas was Sarah Siegel Magnus, Robertito Zeta, Mariano Facetta, and Juan Cruz Marcos, an 11 Gold team. And playing for Barbosa Leather is Gussie Bush, Henry Porter, Whistle Hughes, and Leo Mendelbaum, a 12 Gold team. So that's the 2 teams that we are not seeing right now. And Newport in blue, Santa Rita in purple. And just waiting for the players to come back. Juan Blaney is mounted, just having a little bit of attack adjustment right here. So Santa Rita will have a change of possession play, and notice the umpire did not drop the ball, so those teams not able to tee this ball up, even though it is a free hit. And once everybody is ready to play, Frankie Ayala will drop the ball, call play, and Santa Rita will have 5 seconds to put the ball back into live action. There's the ball in play. Play has been called, and Juan Bellini going to take the ball towards center. Nacho Figueres going to break downfield. Nacho, Nick Manifold's going to go back with him. So is Michelle Dorniak. Ball, a nice pass right over Figueres' shoulder. However, a back shot by Dorniak and Manifold up to Goldstein. Goldstein unable to handle that bouncing ball, and here is Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon up to passing Gene Goldstein, but we have a whistle on the play. So we will have a penalty 5A from the spot, from the point of the infraction, in favor of Santa Rita. So the umpires will pick up the loose ball, put down a ball. Players are allowed to tee up these penalty 5s. However, Santa Rita choosing not to do so, so we will see a dribble by Bellini. Juan Bellini sends the ball back downfield looking for Figueres. However, at back, Nick Manifold, the man with the number 4 on his jersey. Nick Manifold turns tight to the right. Manifold waiting on Milo Dorniak to clear, or excuse me, Finn Segunda. And here is Michelle. 6 goals on the move, unable to get there, backed up by Manifold. Manifold's going to take it over here to the near boards. Manifold check down, going to dig the ball off the boards. Being marked by Finn Segunda. And out comes with it Dylan Bacon breaking downfield, but a little bit of a sword fight between Figueres and Michelle Dorniak. Nick Manifold picks up the loose ball, going to work it towards goal. Manifold tried to get around Bellini. Now here comes Figueres. Figueres breaks up the play, and Finn Segunda with a near side back shot right over to Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini tries to get around Milo Dorniak. Michelle Dorniak with a back shot to Milo. Milo picks up the ball, driving towards goal, offside, near side, back to the offside. Can he put it through? A little bit of a shot towards goal, but it's deflected off a pony and off to the right-hand side of the right goalpost. So once again, Juan Bellini will bring it in, and it looks like Newport dominating this period down at their end of the field, and Juan Bellini doing his fair share of knock-ins here in the first period of play. So Bellini wanting to send it over to Figueres. Gene Goldstein unable to get that back shot off. And Bellini with a nice pass over to Figueres. Figueres has to work the near side. He's hooked by Dorniak. And Finn Segunda sends it back up to Figueres. Figueres on the move right now. Nacho Figueres takes the ball over towards center, looks over his shoulder. He's got time between him and Nick Manifold. Figueres working the ball towards goal. And Figueres is going to finish that play. So what a nice pass from Finn Segunda up to Nacho. Nacho cautiously working the ball towards goal and putting it on through. And we've got a set of ones on the board, 1-1 the score here in the first chukker. And since the ball is in the umpire's hand and play is dead, we are going to end chukker number 1 here in game number 2 of the Sieber Memorial, live here on Chukker TV.
dominating us in the first half, and they were leading the scoreboard. And then I think we got a good fourth checker where we get back and we score a few goals, and that gave us a little bit of an advantage. And then at the end it was by one. It was very close, and the field was great. You can play full speed. I think it was a pretty good game.
Talk to me about your teammates a little bit. What's it like playing with Mark Ganzi, Castagnola, and Paco?
Well, with Mark I've been playing already for 3 years. We know each other a lot, and with Rita since last year, and Paco is the first time I played with him. I played many times against him in Argentina and here in America, so I know him very well. So I think the team, we can play better. We all can play better, both teams, because it's the very first tournament of the season, second game for us, and it takes a little bit of time to get the rhythm back and to get the horses back too. So for a start, it's a pretty good start.
And what do you guys have to do to prepare for the finals?
Well, first of all, we have to get the horses right, give them a good rest after today, and see how we can get them in good shape for the final. And it's going to be a tough final. Both teams in the semis at 3 o'clock are good teams, and I don't know, it's a difficult call, but we know we're going to have a tough final.
Welcome back, everyone, to Chucker TV and the Grand Champions Polo Club. I'm Steve Lane. We are here at Santa Rita Polo Farm, gearing up for the second chucker of the second game of the Sieber Memorial. And it looks like we've had a change of jerseys right here, and that was a smart decision by somebody. Santa Rita came out in purple. It was a little difficult to see against the blue jerseys, so Santa Rita generously changing shirts, and we cannot mistake those shirts, that's for sure. So, Santa Rita in the white, Newport in the blue, playing for Newport. Gene Goldstein at 1 goal. Milo Dorniak playing number 2 at 2 goals. Michelle Dorniak playing 3 at 6 goals. And Nick Manifold playing the defensive number 4 position at 3 goals. Playing for Santa Rita in the white, we have Finn Segunda at 0 goals. Dylan Bacon playing number 2 at 2 goals. Nacho Figueres playing number 3 at 6 goals. And Juan Bellini playing in the back number 4 at 4 goals. So all 8 players, in spite of them changing jerseys, are back out on the field and ready to go. And the ball's on the ground and in play, and we are underway. And here is Michelle Dorniak winning that bowl in. Juan Bellini comes in and introduces himself, and Michelle Dorniak on that paint-looking pony with a bald face. And we've got a quick whistle by the umpires right here on the play. So we'll see what they decide. They'll come together, confirm the foul, and pick up the loose ball, set a ball down, and we'll be back underway for a penalty once they've announced it to the players. But it looks like it's going to be a center hit in favor of Santa Rita. So 1-1 on the board. Both goals scored, and it's going to be for Newport. Both goals in the first period scored from the field. Kind of a foul-free game in the first period of play. Not many fouls, clean game. Here on this magnificent Monday, about mid-80s right now. A little bit of cloud cover here and there, not too much, and a slight breeze, which feels good, but not enough to raise the flags or blow the flags on top of the tent's field side. Michelle Dorniak brings the ball in off the center line, hits it downfield. However, Dylan Bacon looking over his shoulder, and Nick Manifold on the far side, going to be ridden off by Nacho Figueres. Nick Manifold wins the play. Nick Manifold's going to send it back over into the center of the field to Michelle Dorniak. Can Michelle get there on the near side? No, it's Gene Goldstein running that ball around, and it's going to be over the back line for a knock-in in favor of Santa Rita. So, Newport Polo missing goals at both ends of the field. Juan Bellini taking a lot of knock-ins. So Juan Bellini looking downfield. Finn Segunda breaks towards the center. Nick Manifold's with him. Gene Goldstein staying back with Bellini. Bellini temporarily loses the ball, picked up by Goldstein. Goldstein with a little tap, and now a dribble towards goal. Shoots towards goal, and just wide left-hand side of that left post. So once again, Juan Bellini doing his fair share of knock-ins here early in this game. And Newport missing shots on goal. So let's see if Santa Rita can get something going. He hits a pass to Figueres, told to leave it. Bellini's going to send it back up to Figueres. But Nick Manifold takes a swipe at it on the offside. Now Figueres is going to come in, try and work that ball downfield. Bellini has Gene Goldstein ridden off behind. A little bitty touch pass to Bellini, and Bellini sends it downfield. Here's Dylan Bacon at 2 goals. Dylan Bacon hooked by Milo Dorniak. Juan Bellini with a nice approach shot across the center of the field. Has it gone too far? Can a Santa Rita player get there and put it in? Oh, no, and it's cleared out of there by Nick Manifold. Manifold still on the ball. Manifold going down the field to Gene Goldstein. Nick Manifold's going to fall in behind as those two players neutralize each other. Nacho Figueres going back, looking over his shoulder. Gene Goldstein's going to put pressure on him to hit the back shot. What a nice tail shot by Figueres over to the near boards right here. Now Nick Manifold's going to check down, look over his shoulder. Juan Bellini's going to see what he's going to do. Manifold fakes a back shot, going to turn the ball underneath his horse's neck and send a little pass out to Michel Dorniak, who hits towards goal, finding Milo Dorniak right up front. Milo Dorniak hits towards goal, and his first goal of the day, Newport's second goal of the game, and we have got a lead by 1 in favor of Newport here almost halfway through the second period of play. So we'll get all the players back towards the center of the field, where Marcos Aneto will line them up and hopefully have a laneway down the middle of the 8 players. So we have a fair, consistent bowl-in. Milo Dorniak, the last one to come to. And we've got a whistle right there, and that one was pretty clear and plain to see. Looked like the line of the ball was straight through, and Michel Dorniak crossing over, playing the ball on the near side, when Nacho Figueres jumped on that line from the umpire's hand. So Nacho checking out a little bit of tack on his pony. And Juan Bellini will do the honors of putting this penalty 5A back in play from just beyond center field. Umpire calls play. Bellini circles his pony, approaches. He's got Dylan Bacon breaking towards the right-hand side, as is Figueres. Now Figueres going to break towards center. Bellini looking for Figueres. Has he hit it too far? Yeah, a little bit too far. Michel Dorniak able to get an offside tail shot on the way. Dylan Bacon with Milo Dorniak on his hip. Dylan Bacon taking it forward. Now he's got robbed on that play by Milo Dorniak. Milo Dorniak hustling out, and the ball's over the sideboards, and we'll have another change of possession play right here, right in front of us. Frankie Ayala holding the ball up in his hand, and now we'll have a whistle. We're at 3:33, and we'll do our courtesy horse change at this time. So stay with us with this brief break in the action. So, looks like all 8 players electing to change ponies, and we will come back when all 8 players are ready, and right now we'll have a word with one of the umpires.
You see a foul or not?
In the bowling? Yeah. Yeah, Nacho. Michelle came over. Nacho was on the line.
Yeah, so he's still in the line.
Yeah.
Tell me it's no more foul in the throw, but it's out of the throw.
Yeah. Well, there's theoretically not fouls out of the bowling until somebody hits it with the mallet. But that play was clear and defined. Okay. All right, Frankie Ayala, Marcos Aneto doing honors here in this morning's game. All 8 players electing to choose horses, and Jake Sieber has just walked up, and we're glad to see you guys here at the Sieber Memorial, game number 2. Thank you for coming. And the finals scheduled for next Monday, the 8th at 1 o'clock. No, excuse me. That's the last game next Monday in the Sieber Memorial. The finals to be announced. Date has not been set yet. So 4 teams in this tournament. Everybody plays everybody. So each team guaranteed 3 games. Top 2 teams out of the 4 go to the finals. So Newport Polo, we ended with them knocking the ball out of bounds. We will have a change of possession play right here in favor of Santa Rita. And all Newport players must be 30 yards from the ball when the ball is hit or hit at. So once the ball is placed on fair level playing ground, Santa Rita will have 5 seconds to hit the ball, which Juan Bellini does exactly that. Juan Bellini sends a shot down the field. Here is Nick Manifold to deflect that ball, stop that play from going towards goal, and Michelle Dorniak is going to come over and help out. Michelle on the near side, working the offside now on that chestnut pony. Nacho Figueres comes in for a ride-off. Nacho Figueres rakes that ball out in front on the near side. Now the offside, looking for room. He hits a shot over towards center, looking for Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon, a handy 2-goal player. Nick Manifold with a near side back shot, breaks up the play, and that loose ball picked up by Figueres. Figueres cautiously working the ball towards goal. Here comes, and Nacho Figueres puts it on through before that second Newport player comes in for a hook. So we have a tie ball game with a set of 2s on the board. So Nacho Figueres scoring his second goal of the game. 1 in the first and 1 right here in the second with 2:27 left on the clock. Marco Zanetti looking for a clean lineup. Players encroaching on the other side of the center line. He does not want that. Michelle Dorniak wins the ball in, flips it out where he can get another shot on it. However, he's hooked by Bellini. And Juan Bellini not liking that call. So looks like they're going to march on down to the 60-yard line, as Michelle did have Milo Dorniak out front waiting for a pass. So that's a offensive play, and that is why the ball is moved to the 60 and not from the spot. So the first penalty for of the day in favor of Newport Polo Group. Michelle Dorniak carefully teeing up the ball. Players are allowed to tee up the ball. However, they are not allowed to alter the surface of the playing field. They may push down a divot to tee up the ball. They may not pull one up or create a divot or a tee. Michelle Dorniak's going to circle and take that penalty for. Here is Michelle. Michelle Dorniak hits a line drive off to the left-hand side, so no goal on that penalty forward. Score remains 2-2 right here in case you've just joined us, and we are in second chucker action. Juan Bellini bringing the ball off the back line. Nacho Figueres going to break to the left. Bellini sends it over to the center, looking for Figueres or Bacon. However, Michelle Dorniak with a back shot, trying to find Nick Manifold. He comes together with Dylan Bacon. Juan Bellini sending a long ball over here to Figueres. Figueres tells Finn Segunda, go on down, I've got it. He's going to try and find Finn. He gets a little bit of a neck shot, now going to try and outrun Milo Dorniak. Nacho Figueres still on the ball. Nacho working. He knows Manifold's right behind. He's trying to stay just a step ahead of Manifold and also right off Milo Dorniak. Now Figueres digging the ball off the boards, and we have a whistle on the play. And it looked like he was okay there to me, but Frankie Ayala right behind the play. And we'll see what the umpires decide right here. So it looks like a penalty forward going in favor of Santa Rita. Santa Rita in the white and the orange. Newport Polo Group in the blue. So the first penalty of the day for Santa Rita. And we'll see who will take this shot, whether it'll be Juan Bellini, Nacho Figueres, Dylan Bacon. But it looks like Juan Bellini. He's been doing the penalty fives and the knock-ins. So first attempt of a penalty four. The umpire has called play. Here is Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini with a line drive straight up, over, and through the goal post, bringing his team ahead by 1 goal, 3-2. What a nice shot by Bellini right there. So able to connect those penalty fours, and that shows you that the young fella, Juan Bellini, still has what it takes to make those penalty fours. Former 8-goal player, Bellini is. Now rated at 4. Players still encroaching on the other side of the line. Marcos Neto stops the clock, wants a clean bowl in. Being consistent on these bowl ins. Consistency, one of the 4 C's of umpiring. And there is Nick Manifold in there with a sword fight with Dylan Bacon. Juan Bellini's going to drop behind. Uh-oh. Here we go. Nick Manifold finds Milo Dorniak out front. Milo Dorniak at 2 goals. Hits it off to the left. Can he get it back to the right? And open offside cut shot for Milo Dorniak. Sending it on through the goal to end Chucker number 2 with a score of 3-3. And we've got a tight ball game going on right here. Stay with us for 4 more Chuckers of play here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm in the Sieber Memorial 12-goal tournament. Welcome back to the Grand Champions Polo Club and Chucker TV, waiting on just one Newport player to arrive in the center of the field, where we will start with a bowl-in, ending the second period of play by a goal from Milo Dorniak. Marcos Neto gives the ball back to the players. Who's going to win this bowl-in? Looks like Nick Manifold brings it out the back door. Nick Manifold trying to get around players. Nacho Figueres with a near side open shot. Look at Juan Bellini right off Michelle Dorniak. They neutralize each other. Finn Segunda comes in on the near side, now the offside. And now Dylan Bacon with a nice back shot right over to Bellini. However, Gene Goldstein turns on it first. Gene Goldstein sending the ball over to the far boards. Juan Bellini has Gene Goldstein on his hip, but elects not to back the ball. They leave it, and Michelle Dorniak picks it up. Nick Manifold's going to fall in behind. Michelle Dorniak sending it down to son Milo. However, Dylan Bacon unable to get that near side back shot off, and Gene Goldstein's going to tap it forward. And now going to run it over by Milo Dorniak, looking for a little help. Milo Dorniak jumps out with a near side shot. Now working the offside. Dylan Bacon on his left-hand side. Cleared out in front of the goal by Nacho Figueres. Milo Dorniak with a back shot over the back line wide to the right. So once again, Juan Bellini will bring the ball in off the back line. And in a hurry, certainly does. Here is Michel Dorniak breaking right towards our center camera. Juan Bellini sends a nice pass up to Finn Segunda. Finn having a little trouble finding the ball, but now does. But Nick Manifold's going to come in and ride him off. They override. Michel Dorniak picks up the loose ball. Nacho Figueres staying right there with him. Michel hits a little touch pass over towards the center of the field, looking for sponsor Gene Goldstein. And Dylan Bacon comes in, breaks up that play. Dylan Bacon still on the ball. He avoids the hook of Nick Manifold. Dylan Bacon still on the ball. Now hits a little bit wide, and Nick Manifold gets an offside back shot down the field. Nacho Figueres going back, trying to get around Newport player. Nacho with a nice centering back shot up to Finn Segunda. Finn Segunda back up to Dylan Bacon. This man can score. Dylan Bacon with a shot downfield off to the left-hand side of the goal. Can he hit a centering shot over towards the goal? He does, and what a shot by Dylan Bacon, putting that ball right on through. What a nice play. Even Juan Bellini hollering at Dylan Bacon from 80 yards away, saying, what a goal, what a goal. So a score of 4-3. Dylan Bacon's first goal of the game, the fourth for Santa Rita, here early in the third period. So both teams tying each chucker, a 1-1 at the end of the first, 3-3 at the end of the second. And we'll find out shortly here who's ahead or tied or behind in the third period. Nacho Figueres hits a pass down, but a little bit short of Finn Segunda. Michel Dorniak with a back shot, intercepted by Nick Manifold on the near side. Hits a pass now, but it's intercepted by Nacho Figueres. Nacho loses the ball to Michel. Two 6-goal players going against each other over there on the far side between Dorniak and Figueres. Here is Manifold. Manifold taps it back up. He retrieves his own shot. Nick Manifold still on the ball. Nick Manifold sends it down to Gene Goldstein. However, Dylan Bacon's going to come in for a nice back shot. Who turns on it first? Both Michel Dorniak and Nacho Figueres. Michel taking the ball forward. He's got to go the other way, but he's certainly using up some real estate, bringing it in the wrong way, trying to find some room to work and open space to work with. Michel unable to do so. Juan Bellini going to come back and keep him honest. Juan Bellini right there. Michel Dorniak tries to outrun Bellini, and he's doing so far with an under-the-neck shot. Juan Bellini on the near side. Can't quite complete that near side back shot. Michel still on the ball right here, followed up by Milo. In there as well is Figueres. Dylan Bacon has to clear out of the way. Michel still working the ball towards goal. Michel working the ball towards goal, and it's picked up by Dylan Bacon, and I thought we would have an umpire's whistle on that play. So I believe we are going to have an open goal penalty shot in favor of Newport after we complete this courtesy horse change. So both teams staying almost even on the scoreboard. However, Santa Rita taking a lot more knock-ins than the Newport Polo Group. So after this courtesy horse change, we'll come back to action, and Santa Rita players having a little bit of discussion with the umpires, saying what a great call that was. Can't believe you guys saw us foul on that play. So now they'll go change horses. Only one courtesy horse change per chucker. If you want to change again, you do so on your own time. Horse management being a big part of the game, but also courtesy horse changes designed for the horses, not the players. Try and keep these courtesy horse changes 45 seconds or less. Players should have the horses standing by, ready to mount. And we see Dylan Bacon still on the ground, drinking water. That's not what it's designed for. It's designed to get off one horse, get on another horse, get back on the field. So, once we have all 8 players, and the umpires probably will not announce the play till all 8 players are ready to continue live action. And I learned that the hard way. I announced it too early one time and had to hear complaint from a team.
I followed wide and then technical on wide number 4.
Okay, so we've got a foul against the white team. We also have a technical against white. So this looks like a penalty 2 from the spot. So I would assume that we will have a whistle right after that goal by Michel Dorniak, and there is the whistle stopping the clock. And we will come back, and instead of having a bowl in, we'll have a center hit in favor of Newport. A little bit of a southeasterly wind right here. So this does give an advantage to this shot from the center field, going towards the north end being to the left of the center camera, south end being to the right of the center camera. So Michel Dorniak doing these penalty shots. And it looks like Michel talking with Nick. Nick and Milo both on gray ponies. Gene Goldstein playing number 1. Going up front, Michel Dorniak's going to circle his pony to get on the right lead and then attempt to put this ball downfield to a blue jersey on the offside mallet side. Michel hits a warm burner. Can Nick Manifold get to it? No, it's intercepted by Figueres. Figueres has Dylan Bacon out front. We've got a 2-on-1 situation if Figueres can stay ahead of Manifold. Manifold hooks Figueres. Milo Dorniak's going to come in and back him up. Milo right there with Finn Segunda. They separate. Milo Dorniak. And the umpires, I like that call, played a slow whistle. Finn Segunda fouled. They played a slow whistle. And Dylan Bacon came in, made the play. And the whistle sounded. So no advantage on that play. And let's not have another technical there, Santa Rita. Dylan Bacon thought the foul was on him, but I believe the umpires played a slow whistle. Finn Segunda fouled first. The umpires waited to see if Newport came out with the advantage, which they did not. Then as soon as Dylan Bacon came in, there was no advantage.
Go for blue. Now it should be 4-4.
Correct. We will change it. 4-4, Tracy. Yep, got it. Okay, once again, just a little correction on the scoreboard. It was easy to see that penalty 2 starting this period from just a few feet out. So now we have a open goal penalty, or a penalty 4, excuse me, in favor of Newport. Newport not going down by the goal as of yet. But this does look like a penalty 3. 40-yard undefended shot. So Michel Dorniak will circle his pony, get it on the correct lead, which is the right lead, and attempt to put this 40-yard undefended shot on through to bring his team ahead by 1. No problem for Michel, putting it right on through. Score of 5-4 in favor of Newport Polo Group. Michel's second goal of the period, third goal of the game. So Newport leading by 1. The leading score back and forth. First Newport, then Santa Rita, then Newport, then Santa Rita, now Newport again. So the ball back on the ground. Looks like Finn Segunda is going to come out the back door with it. Juan Bellini follows him up. Finn Segunda still on the ball. A 0-goal player right here, being chased by Milo Dorniak. However, Nick Manifold on this gray pony is going to go back and send a nice offside tail shot over to Michel. But Nacho Figueres reads the play well, rides off Dorniak in a back shot of his own. Juan Bellini with a neck shot downfield, but no white jerseys there. Nick Manifold's going to go back. Nick Manifold more than likely going to turn this ball towards the far corner. Yes, he does on that gray pony. Sending 20 and 30-yard shots on the dribble. Unable to control the bouncing ball. Dylan Bacon overrides as well, but the ball pops out front. Dylan Bacon with a nice back shot. And here is Milo Dorniak. Milo Dorniak goes back. He's going to turn the ball just like Nick just did, but he's going to bring it back towards center with some running room right here. Milo Dorniak in hot pursuit is Finn Segunda. Now Nick Manifold up front, but he's got to watch Dylan Bacon jump on the line and grab the right away. Dylan Bacon going to turn the ball underneath his horse's neck. Dylan Bacon, a tight turn, going to do a ring around the rosy one more time, and leaving it for Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini taps it forward. Unable to get the second shot off, and we've got another whistle right there. And once again, the umpire's playing a slow whistle, playing the advantage. I like the way they're doing that right there. Had Juan Bellini gotten a shot off, then there probably would not have been a whistle. But once Milo Dorniak came in there and made a play at the ball, it upsets the timing of the player.
4 or 3 over there.
Penalty 3. So, looks like a 40-yard, undefended penalty shot in favor of Santa Rita. And Nacho Figueres teeing the ball up. And we'll see if Figueres or Bellini will take this penalty shot. Looks like Nacho Figueres looking at Juan Bellini, but Nacho says, hey, I feel good. Juan Bellini says, if you're comfortable, then go right ahead. So Nacho Figueres will circle his pony. Other 3 players will wait in awe. And here is the one and only Nacho Figueres. Both teams converting those penalty 3s today. Not one missed at all. So Nacho Figueres putting another one, his 3rd goal of the day for Santa Rita. And now, once again, we are all tied up with 45 seconds left on the clock. We will get this bowl in, thrown in and done. However, what will be the score when we end this 3rd period going into halftime? And the ball's back on the ground, just beating the first horn. All players milling around for it. Little sword fight going on in there between Michel Dorniak and Nacho Figueres. However, Juan Bellini comes out with it. Loses that ball momentarily. Gene Goldstein jumps on it, trying to take it down towards his end of the field. He'd like to get some real estate here before the second horn. Juan Bellini on his hip. Gene Goldstein wins the ride-off, and there is Milo Dorniak, takes a stab at it. And Nacho Figueres, we've got a whistle right there to end the play. That'll end chucker number 3 with teams all tied up. Again, 3 chuckers in a row with a tie score. Don't go away. Stay with us on Chucker TV. We'll be back after this halftime break. Here we are back at Santa Rita Polo Farm on Chucker TV, getting ready for the fourth period of play. The halftime break is over. In case you just joined us, we have Newport Polo Group playing against Santa Rita Polo Farm. We ended the third period on a whistle from the umpires, so it looks like we are going to start with a penalty number 3, 40-yard undefended shot in favor of Newport. Score of 5-5. Every single Chucker has been tied up at the end of the period. In the first period, a score of 1-1. At the end of the second period, a score of 3-3. And at the end of the third, of course, 5-5, as that score still remains. And Michelle is going to try and change that on a penalty 3. Here is Dorniak. Dorniak sends it on through, bringing his team back up once again by 1 goal. So Michelle Dorniak's 4th goal of the game, 3 from the penalty line, 1 from the field. And a tight ball game all the way around. This is only game number 2 in the Sieber Memorial 12-goal tournament hosted by the Grand Champions Polo Club. 4 teams in the tournament. Everybody plays everybody. The directions of the bowl-in have changed, as we do every time after halftime. Frankie Ayala puts the ball in, and Michelle Dorniak comes out the back door. He has a breakaway. He's got 5 jumps on Nacho Figueres. Nacho Figueres going to try and run him, catch him down. Nacho Figueres hurriedly goes for that near side back shot, and no signal by the goal judge yet. There it is right there. Michelle Dorniak, 2 quick goals by Newport. First time for a 2-goal lead by either one of these teams. So a score of 7-5 here in the fourth. All players coming back in front of Frankie Ayala, one of the mounted officials, the other Marcos Aneto. So Ayala bowls the ball underhand. Milo Dorniak gets a little piece of it. He's still being ridden by Dylan Bacon. Dorniak, Milo, unable to connect with the ball. Nacho Figueres checks down, but his pony kicks the ball, and it's now picked up by Nick Manifold. Nick Manifold and Juan Bellini riding each other off. Bellini comes out with the ball with a little pass to a player, but unable to reach that player, and Finn Segunda with the back shot of his own. Max Secunda's younger son, I do believe. And Finn Segunda breaking down the field. He's got 3 horse lengths on Michelle Dorniak. Unable to keep that bouncing ball going on the offside. It jumps over the near side. He can't quite control it. Michelle Dorniak trying to outrun Bellini. Bellini reaching out for a hook. Michelle just avoiding the hook of Juan Bellini. Waits for the ball to settle. Now a nice swing downfield. Nacho Figueres coming back to ride off Gene Goldstein. Nacho going to check down. And we've got a foul right there, and it looks like a reaching foul against the number 1 in blue, spoiling the shot for Figueres. And once again, a great call by the officials, a delayed whistle, if you will. If Figueres was able to get that ball and turn it back towards the right, which is what he intended to do, then the whistle would not have gone. But once a mallet comes down in front of the ball, taking your eyes off the play, will be a reaching foul. So Juan Bellini quickly brings the ball back in play with a high lofting shot. Nick Manifold reads the ball well, hits the bouncing ball forward for a nice back shot over towards the boards for a pass for Milo Dorniak. 2-goal player in his own rights, and Figueres rides off Dorniak, takes the ball around, unable to control it, and Michelle Dorniak's going to turn the ball underneath his horse's neck with a quick flick of the wrist. Back down the field looking for Goldstein and Manifold. Unable to do it, so is Nacho Figueres, and Gene Goldstein with a shot right through. 3 unanswered goals for the Newport Polo Group. Right here, Gene Goldstein's first goal of the game. Newport Polo's Group, 3rd goal of the period. So, wow, what a quick jump we have right out here by Newport. So Juan Bellini trying to rally his team up a little bit. Trying to get some fire in underneath him. And here we go. Ball's back in play. Once again, Newport Polo Group. Nick Manifold winning the bowl in. Bellini gets a little piece of it. But Michelle, once again, wins the ball. He's in a short fight with Dylan Bacon. Now he turns it back. And Michelle Dorniak can't control the bounce of the ball. Dylan Bacon's going to pick it up and now takes it forward for a back shot. Who can turn on it first? Nick Manifold, playing a very conservative back today and reading the plays very well. Sends a pass over. It's deflected off a Pony, and now Nacho Figueres with a shot. It's deflected off a Pony as well. Milo Dorniak hooked by Milo Dorniak, or Segunda, I should say. Finn Segunda. And Juan Bellini turns it around. Has to give Nick Manifold time to clear. Send it on over to the boards. Dylan Bacon sends it up to Nacho Figueres. Michelle Dorniak rides off Finn Segunda. A lot of room there on that play for him to push the opponent across the right away. Michelle Dorniak working the ball on the near side. Now takes it across the field and across the goal. Still has the ball on his offside, being ridden by Finn Segunda. And now Nacho Figueres in there as well. They neutralize each other, and Figueres with a little shot towards goal. Takes the ball towards goal, but he's hooked by Nick Manifold. Michelle Dorniak going to send it over here to Gene Goldstein, who's been in waiting out here, finding an open space, and Gene Goldstein all alone hits the ball over here to the near boards. Gene Goldstein still on the ball. Can't get the ball off the boards, and Nacho Figueres looks over his shoulders, going to check down. Players right here in front of us. What a nice play by Figueres. Changes the line, gives it to Juan Bellini. However, it's kicked by Dylan Bacon's Pony, and Dylan Bacon fires a shot downfield looking for Finn Segunda. However, Finn Segunda's right off. He's left, and Milo Dorniak comes in, leaving it for Father Michel. Father Michel on the near side. Takes the ball over to the left. Now the offside forward, trying to get around Nacho Figueres. Sends a neck shot over to the corner, and Michel still on the ball, being ridden by Figueres. Figueres going to try and push him over the top of the ball and win the ride-off. However, Michel still in control of the ball. He has his pocket picked by Finn Segunda. And now we have an umpire's whistle right there in the corner. No, we don't. I thought I heard a whistle. But, yeah, I do now. So I think there was a weak whistle. And the two umpires will come together, have a discussion on what was called over there. A weak whistle is never good. Shows that the umpire may not quite be sure of the call, so a good loud whistle always shows confidence. And consistency, confidence, control, and courtesy are the 4 C's of umpiring. So when we come back, we will have a foul shot one way or the other. And Dylan Bacon not happy with that call. Or in previous games, Dylan Bacon has asked courteously about the call, and it's been explained to him, and so hard to believe that he would be disrespectful. He's a nice young man and a good 2-goal player. Juan Bellini, the only one not electing to change horses. So when we come back, we will start with a penalty shot. The umpires have not laid a ball down on the field yet. Mid-80s here today, a little bit southeasterly wind blowing towards the north. And not much cloud cover. There was earlier, but Biggie and I are sweating here in the sun. 4 teams in the Sieber Memorial. Finals yet to be decided. However, everybody plays everybody within the tournament, so each team guaranteed 3 games here in the Sieber Memorial, 12-goal. Just had a nice talk with Jake Sieber, who is in town today for this game. Brother John Sieber coming on Friday, and we hope to tackle John and get a halftime interview with him on Friday. And Friday at 10 o'clock, Newport will play Dundas, and at 1 o'clock, Santa Rita will play Barbosa Leather, and that will be Barbosa Leather's first game as per the schedule. And don't forget this afternoon at 4 o'clock, another game in the World Polo League's Founders Cup, where Richard Mill will take on White Birch. And once again, that's at 4 o'clock and can be seen here live on Chucker TV, the only free live broadcasting company, live streaming polo straight to where you may be, wherever you are in Chucker TV universe. So it looks like we're going to have a bowl in on the play. Marcus Neto lining the players up, bowl in from the center to the boards. As always, the only time the bowl in may occur from the boards is if the ball goes out of bounds and the umpires cannot determine who hit it last. So looks like Milo Dorniak breaking downfield. He gets the ball out of the bowl, and Milo Dorniak got this bay pony, stretching them on out. Dylan Bacon in hot pursuit. However, Milo Dorniak going to check down, let the ball settle. A nice little touch pass up front. A nice approach shot. Milo Dorniak going almost from coast to coast, putting the 9th goal on the board for the Newport Polo Group team. What a nice run by the young 2-goal player. Now with a 4-goal lead for Newport Polo Group. 58 seconds left here in the 4th period. We will get this bowl in time. A lot of ends in that sentence. And that ball was in the goal for the 9th goal of Newport Polo Group. Frankie Ayala saying, guys, stay on your own sides. I'll put the ball in, and he does. And once again, Newport Polo Group winning the bowl in. Milo. And there's Nacho Figueres. Michelle Dorniak's horse took a step backwards, giving Nacho just a little extra jump, split second. Nacho unable to get that next shot off. Juan Bellini says, stay. Oh, and what bad luck. That ball taking a hop just as Juan Bellini was at the bottom of his swing. And here comes Nick Manifold. Nick Manifold with 9 seconds left on the clock, looking to send Michelle downfield. Going to send it across the field. However, Dylan Bacon's going to jump on the loose ball, and a nice back shot back towards the center of the field. And there's our second horn, ending Chucker number 4, the first period here in this game, that we are not ending the period on a tie. 9-5 in favor of Newport Polo Group over Santa Rita Polo Farm. Stay with us. We'll be right back for Chucker number 5. Getting ready to start the fifth period of play for the Sieber Memorial 12-goal tournament hosted by the Grand Champions Polo Club. 9-5 in favor of Newport Polo Group. In case you've just joined us, Newport in blue, Santa Rita Polo Farms in the white. All periods have been tied except the end of the fourth, and there you have the score, 9-5. Banker score right there. So, Marcos Neto going to bowl the ball in. Newport in blue on the right, Santa Rita on the left. Newport's been winning these bowl-ins, but not this time. Juan Bellini with a back shot out to Finn Segunda. Finn Segunda tops that ball just a little bit, and Michelle able to jump on it. That's Nick Manifold sending a pass up to Gene Goldstein. Right out front. Oh, tough luck for Gene. Juan Bellini hitting a little bit of belly shot. Nacho Figueres reads it. Nacho giving time for Michelle Dorniak to clear. Nacho now has to run or hit away with it. And looks like Michelle's going to take the ball forward. He knows where Manifold is. Dylan Bacon tries to hook him. A back shot there, but into a pony's leg. And now the ball squirts out. And it's going to be Dylan Bacon turning the ball towards the center of the field, trying to outrun Nick Manifold, trying to gain a step on him. Dylan Bacon still controlling that ball down the field, now trying to get behind Gene Goldstein. However, Michelle Dorniak with a swing and a miss, can't quite get it, and Dylan Bacon's going to pick up the loose ball once again. The play broken up by Michelle Dorniak. And a cluster of players in there. Juan Bellini, a shot on goal, and it's rolling towards goal. It's rolling off the post through the goal. Bellini reading that play, finding the open laneway to shoot, and he certainly does put it between the goalposts. Doing it the hard way, but it still goes on the board, bringing his team within 3 with a score of 9-6 here early in the fifth period of play. So, Juan Bellini playing back, but putting his second score of the game on the board. The first from a penalty 4. Hit it like a 10-goal player, up and over and through the goalpost. Frankie Ayala bowls the ball back in. Michelle Dorniak says, hey, I've got the ball. Juan Bellini tries to get a hook. Juan Bellini just a little bit behind now. Neutralizes Michelle Dorniak. Milo outridden by Finn Segunda. But now Segunda overrides. And Segunda with a shot down to Father Michelle, and Michelle is going to answer Juan Bellini's goal with a goal of his own in double digits right now, leading by 4, a score of 10-6. So Michelle's 6th goal of the game, 3 from the field, 3 from the penalty line. So Michelle Dorniak, high score so far. Santa Rita unable to score in that fourth period. However, they have won here in the fifth. Looking for another one. Needing to win some bowl-ins. Juan Bellini gets that ball out of the bowl-in. Sends a back shot over to Dylan Bacon, who had to cross the line to get to the offside. So Michelle going to go downfield for a penalty 4 in favor of Newport Polo Group. And that was just typical right-away violation right there. And, of course, the location of the players making a difference on the ball placement or penalty selection. Both terms are interchangeable. So Michelle had Gene Goldstein down front all by himself, and that's why it is not a center hit or a spot hit, because that was an offensive play. And that's why it is moved to the 60-yard line, defended penalty 4. Defensive team can line up on the field, but 30 yards or in front of the 30-yard line. That's a new rule when it comes to international rules. The old rule from 4 years ago was players can line up, the defending team can line up anywhere on the field, but not 30 yards from the ball. So they could have lined up back then behind the player taking the penalty 4, although it was rarely ever seen. Nowadays, they must be in front of the 30-yard line on a penalty 4. Michelle Dorniak is going to attempt this penalty 4 up and over everybody's heads. Dorniak, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it's straight enough. Michel Dorniak now leading his team with the 11th goal on the board. Michel's 7th goal of the game, 4th from the penalty line. So Newport Polo Group taking an extensive lead right here in the first half of the 5th chukker. So Frankie Ayala bringing all the players back towards center. Bowl in, underhand and hard. Should nobody touch it. You would like that ball to reach the number 4s. Juan Blaney with a little tick on the ball. Told to leave it by Michel. Michel sends it downfield looking for sponsor Gene Goldstein. Gene Goldstein with a nice shot down the field, being ridden off by Nacho Figueres. Will that ball stay on the field? Yes, Nacho's going to turn that ball dangerously in front of the goal, and Nick Manifold comes through, picks his pocket, and puts it on through for the 12th goal for Newport Polo Group. So a broken play there by Nacho Figueres and the Santa Rita Polo team. So Nick Manifold scoring his first goal of the game, and right now we'll have our courtesy horse change. So once again, don't forget to join us today on Chukker TV, 4 o'clock, for a game between the iconic White Birch team and Richard Mill team. From the World Polo League, hosted by the Grand Champions Polo Club. And congratulations to the Santa Rita team yesterday, winning the $100,000 World Cup with the team of Juan Martin Zubia, Torito Ruiz, Alejandro Novillo Estrada, and Paquito de Narvaez. So, courtesy horse changes designed to recoup for the horses, and on a hot day like today, courtesy horse change is well appreciated. And actually, in all tournament levels of play, the teams have been appreciative of the courtesy horse change. And actually, some of the players need it themselves every once in a while. It's been a very, very mild winter here in South Florida. Not much rain in sight. So a shower here and there. And we have finished 4 tournaments at the Grand Champions Polo Club. 4 tournaments going on right now. There was 5 until the finals of the $100,000 World Cup by Audi yesterday. And we will break that down this afternoon at 4 o'clock. And Dylan Bacon comes out the back of the bowling with the ball, just avoiding the hook of Michel Dorniak. Offside, near side, shot on goal on the near side. Dylan Bacon taking that ball out of the bowl in and sending it downfield, just staying a half a step ahead of Michel Dorniak. Offside, near side, offside, back to the near side, right on through for the score, bringing his team up to 7 goals, a score of 12-7 in favor of the Newport Polo Group. So, Dylan Bacon, 2nd goal of the game, both of them from the field. And Santa Rita taking a lot of knock-ins here early in the game, but putting some goals on the board as well as Newport Polo Group. Juan Blaney gets the ball out of the bowl in, being ridden by Milo Dorniak, and Dylan Bacon once again on the ball, told to leave it by Figueres. Figueres sending it up to Finn Segunda. However, Gene Goldstein with a number 1 on his back with a nice offside open shot towards the goal, and it's kicked by a pony and over the back line. So we will have a Newport knock-in on the left-hand side of the goal. And looks like Nick Manifold going to bring it in, or that's Dorniak, Michel Dorniak, on that bald-faced pony, sending it over to son, Milo Dorniak. Milo, checking down. Finn Segunda come in there and going to mark him. Nick Manifold's going to fall behind in case the pass gets dropped or he gets hooked or neutralized. And he does leave it for Manifold. A little give and go there. Milo Dorniak Go ahead, Dad. I got it. Let me see if I can get it. I'll hit it out of the air. Keep following me. And Dylan Bacon unable to get to it. Michelle sends it back up to Milo. Milo takes the man. Plays the ball on the near side. Now the offside. Oh, and just wide left of that left-hand post. So a nice run there by the Newport team from Manifold. Back to Milo. Milo to Michelle. Michelle back to Milo. Milo missing the goal on the near side next shot. Juan Bellini bringing the ball back in. Bellini sends it downfield. Looking for Finn Secunda. However, a back shot. Here comes Bellini to play cleanup. Bellini on the ground. And we've got a whistle on the play right there. So we'll see what the umpires decide. I'm not sure if that ball went out of bounds and came back on or whether there was a foul on the play. So we will wait to see what they determine. As the final result, here, 41 seconds left on the clock, so not much time left here in the fifth. And it looks like possibly a broken ball. I believe that's what it was, a broken ball on the play. So the rule is to play the largest piece, but sometimes players argue about which piece is larger, and sometimes the ball does break dead in half, so unable to tell which is the larger piece. So Frankie Ayala will bowl the ball in from the center to the boards. One to clean lineup. The clock is stopped with the broken ball. And there is Milo Dorniak. Rides the player off on the near side. Plays it on the ball on the near side. Juan Bellini with a back shot. There's the first horn. Michelle, the first to go back and make a back shot. Send an open pass over to son Milo. Milo with a wild swing and a miss. Juan Bellini picks it up, sends a little neck shot over to Bacon. It's off a pony, and here is Milo Dorniak. 12 seconds left on the clock. Hits a shot downfield. Gene Goldstein's there. Can Gene get back to it? Gene Goldstein better not cut in front, but he's able to do so. He's got time. Attempted back shot, and Juan Bellini sends it further along. There's the second horn, and we're going to end right there, Chucker number 5, and that's where we'll start Chucker number 6 when we come back to Chucker TV viewing and filming the Sieber Memorial 12 goals, sponsored by Grand Champions Polo Club. Hello once again from Santa Rita Polo Farm. I'm Steve Lane, and we are getting into the last period of regulation play in the second game of the Sieber Memorial. And that play ended on the second horn. However, there was a whistle for a technical afterwards. And we start with a penalty 5, and Juan Bellini put the ball in play, and the ball hit Gene Goldstein, so the umpire's blowing the whistle, just checking on Gene, don't want anybody hurt. And Juan Bellini, showing good sportsmanship, goes up to check on Gene Goldstein as well. So we will start with a bowl-in, where the ball was when the whistle was blown. And we'll see if we have a fair play bowl-in here. I don't think anybody had the advantage that I can remember. I was kind of watching Gene myself. But a fair play bowl-in exists when one team has possession of the ball, and a case like this where a player may be hit by a ball and play is stopped, disadvantaging the team with possession of the ball. So that is not the case here. And Michel Dorniak comes out of the bowl-in, being ridden by Nacho Figueres. Nacho Figueres going to win the ride-off, able to go back to the offside for an open shot right there, but no white jerseys turned for it except Milo Dorniak and Finn Segunda. Milo Dorniak with a little bitty back shot, and Michel Dorniak picks it up, still once again ridden by Nacho Figueres. Michel tries a centering shot, but Juan Bellini with a back shot. Look at that gray pony wheel and deal right there, and here comes Nacho, reading the play well, and Nacho on a breakaway. And he's got 2 white shirts behind, 2 blue jerseys behind. Dylan Bacon should be taking out a man, but Nick Manifold's going to run him down. Figueres with a shot over to the right-hand side, still able to get on that loose ball and send it on through. What a nice run by Nacho Figueres, picking up the shot of Juan Bellini on the offside open back shot. And Figueres just able to stay ahead of Manifold and bringing that ball right on through, putting the 8th goal on the board for Santa Rita Polo Farm. Nacho Figueres' 4th goal of the game, 3 from the field, 1 on a penalty 3. And Frankie Ayala bowls the ball back in. Nick Manifold with a back shot all the way through the pack to Gene Goldstein. Nacho Figueres right behind, attempts a near side back shot. Finn Segunda with a nice tail shot, but Nick Manifold reads the play, looks downfield, sees Michel, unable to get the ball over to him, and Juan Bellini is going to do a back shot of his own over to Figueres. And we just saw this play from the other end of the field, but a little bit opposite. Figueres ridden off by Milo Dorniak, and Nick Manifold sending a pass up to Michel Dorniak. Michel on the run, hooked by Figueres, and Figueres unable to get back around. Dylan Bacon tells him to leave it and sends the ball over to the boards for Figueres. Figueres checked down, doesn't have to jump the boards, bringing the play back in, turn the ball in plenty of time in front of the Newport Polo Group player. A nice back shot down along the boards. Can Dylan Bacon get over there on it? However, Nick Manifold, playing a conservative back right here, drops it off to Michel. Michel comes around the pack, taking it towards the goal, controlling the bouncing ball. Michel checking down on that black pony. Michel still working the ball. Avoids the hook of Dylan Bacon and hits a shot towards goal, and it's wide left with 4:34 on the clock, so not quite time for this courtesy horse change, the final of the game. So Juan Bellini brings the ball back in. Juan Bellini taking his time, gonna shoot for Figueres over here on the boards, but hit a little bit too far. Nick Manifold with a back shot, deflected off the pony. Michel on the near side, Figueres with a back shot, Manifold with a centering back shot. Doesn't go very far, but here come Figueres and Dorniak. Left 4. They neutralize each other, and Milo Dorniak winning the play. Now Juan Bellini with the back shot, but Manifold picking up the play. Figueres hits it back in to Michel's horse, and a whistle on the play right there. And we'll see what the umpires decide. I think of a little bit of an illegal contact by Dorniak even though he had the ball, and some players don't understand that. They think if they have the ball, they can do anything, but not entirely true. But we will have our last courtesy horse change right here. So players having a little discussion on their way off the field. Things getting a little bit electric here, and we like to see that. A little fire, but all in good sport. Players all friends off the field. And competitors on the field. So 12-8 the score in favor of Newport with 3:50 left here in the 6th period. So Santa Rita needing 4 quick goals to tie up this game. All 8 players electing to change ponies, as it is rather warm out here today. And once again, some players taking a drink of water, taking their time, and that is not what these courtesy horse changes are designed for. So we will have just a break, and we'll be back right after this break. No. You mean on a radio?
Yeah.
No. I have the only radio.
Can you radio him and say Finn's going to be a minute? He couldn't stop his horse. He's going to get another.
Okay. Finn's going to be just a minute there, guys. He couldn't stop his horse, and he's going to get another.
Thanks, Steve.
How quick is he going to be?
I mean...
Is it tacked up?
He can't say it.
Okay.
It's a kid and it's unsafe.
Okay, it was a dangerous pony, so that's why he's going to stay off, so probably a good call by the team. So we're going to need a little extra time here. One of the horses was laboring. They were not planning on changing that pony. And they are in the process of tacking one up. And once that occurs, Finn Secundo will speedily make his way to the field.